Choose these coins, not these coins. Not all crypto coins are equal, but on a day-to-day basis, you're getting bombarded with different crypto coins that all sound pretty amazing. I get it, but most of these coins will probably only do 2 to 3x during this bull market. You didn't come here for a 2 to 3x, you came here for a 40 to 50x. Therefore, we have to start looking towards coins with strong fundamentals that will start to run once again once Bitcoin breaks beyond current levels. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to identify those coins with strong fundamentals and look at some projects that I think are heavily undervalued right now, given the fundamental strengths against the price. Hit the like button, this is a really important video. Now guys, as you're probably aware, crypto markets run on two different things. Fundamentals do drive certain growth as well as hot air. Hype and excitement also causes growth in cryptos. So when do fundamentals run well and when does hot air run well? Well, fundamentals have been running well when Bitcoin and crypto have been in a bull market, okay? Recently, we've seen a very long, sustained kind of cool-off period, which has meant that kind of meme coins and hype coins have overtaken and fundamental coins have pulled back aggressively. The fundamentally strong coins have pulled back aggressively only because they had a very, very strong runs here and got a bit overheated. Because of that, we know that they will have very strong runs once more. Just as example, you've got AIOZ, had a very strong run, good pullback. We'll expect it to run more. Solana, again, similar sort of things going on. AVAX, you know, the list is very long for strong coins that have had good pullbacks. So what shall I do for my advice? Well, if you go to YouTube and you go and search for crypto, you'll probably get bombarded with certain coins that happen to be trending. Certain coins that you as an audience are looking for. The problem with this, if you're already holding that coin, you're just going to get bombarded over and over again with someone telling you that that coin is going to go and do 100x, when maybe it will, maybe it won't. But if you want to discover new coins and understand whether the coins you're holding are strong, then there's a good thing that you can go and do. And first of all is to understand what it is about that particular coin that would fundamentally make it strong or not. And that depends on what the coin is for. So for example, right now, if we look at the broader markets and the stock market, we've seen Nvidia doing really well because it's the world's largest producer of GPUs, which ultimately have been used for AI. And because of the development of AI, we've seen a huge growth in AI stocks. This will also be reflected into crypto. Therefore, we want to look at projects based around AI fundamentally that will grow because of kind of what's going on in AI. But why is Nvidia doing so well? Well, because their revenue has been growing 119%. So if we're looking into AI projects, then it makes sense that we want to look for projects that are actually generating revenue versus their market cap. And I've got a really exciting one coming up after this. But this is Aethir. Okay, so Aethir provides GPU power for AI development. And if you want to look at this, then you'll understand why Aethir is doing really quite well right now, despite having a pretty small market cap. And that's because there's a massive scaling issue with AI. So as AI continues to grow, the compute power can't really keep up. So you need lots of compute power to be able to build all these AI projects. And therefore, there's a real bottleneck there. So any project that can come in and solve this issue will probably do very well because the projected spend on AI is worth $1.7 trillion by 2030. And that makes AI basically the key area, key narrative to look into. So once you've come across an AI project, and there are other AI projects to look at, I'm just using Aethir as an example, okay? None of these projects I'm advising you to go and buy or anything like that. Go and choose if you wish to go and buy them. I don't care, okay? But this is just an example. Aethir, GPU as a service, hits $36 million revenue with 10% monthly growth. That's really important because if you read the Messari report on DeepIn at the end of 2030, you would have known that all DeepIn compute projects that were around at the time, which Aethir wasn't, made a total of $20 million revenue last year. So in the first 7 months of 2024, Aethir has already made more money than all DeepIn projects made last year. And that's because of that exponential growth that's doing 10x every 18 months for compute power demand. You then jump across and look at Aethir. It's got a $193 million market cap. So it's making $30 million revenue in the first 6 months of this year. If we expect that it's maybe going to be making $60 to $100 million probably per year, then there's a good chance that this market cap will significantly increase. But you're like, yeah, but what about the circulating supply? It's super low. That can be a concern for you, I understand. So it's always worth going across to look at dropstab.com and you can see when the unlocks are likely to happen for coins like Aethir. Come down here, clicking on investing, you can understand more about the unlock schedules and understand that most of the unlocks aren't due to happen until around 30 months down the line, which is after the bull market's already run out. That means that while Aethir theoretically is a billion-dollar project, you're actually benefiting from the fact that it has a small circulating supply and a massive revenue base right now. That's actually a very bullish thing. So don't discount coins just because they've got smaller circulating supplies. And this is a very important thing because a lot of coins, as I've said, with very strong fundamentals, performed very poorly since March. because people lost interest in crypto. Money wasn't really there to support those pumps that were probably a bit too aggressive for the time. And right now we're about to see markets pump again. So when the market starts to pump again, the coins with strong fundamentals will likely pump more. And we can see that we've now got good chances for some discounts. Aether actually held up relatively well compared to other projects, pulling back more recently to create this kind of low area here. But you can see ever since Bitcoin started to show a bit more strength, Aether again did as well. And that gives for a potentially interesting entrance. Now, this is a fundamental thing that can be used and applied to different projects across crypto, whether it's in AI, whether it's in real-world assets. And Aether isn't the only project that started to perform quite strongly ever since Bitcoin has started to stabilize. And here again, we can see Rollbit, which again is a completely different narrative. Rollbit is in gambling, okay? Online gambling and casino stuff. So why is Rollbit suddenly, since, back in the 6th of August after that crypto crash, up 119%? Well, because Rollbit, much like Aether, is actually making a lot of money. And in terms of revenue versus market cap, Rollbit has probably one of the best ratios anywhere. You can see its casino revenue in the last 24 hours, this is just on rollbit.com, is at $547,000. So it's $500,000 combined. This is nearly $750,000 in a single day. You can see that they're burning RLB every single day as well. So you can see Rollbit is making a lot of money. That's really, really important because in nearly $1 million of revenue per day is making over $300 million per year. So its revenue is bigger than its market cap, which is absolutely bonkers, okay? Which makes it one of the most undervalued tokens, in my opinion, in the crypto markets right now, okay? Because you can see market cap 260 million, go and check on the revenues and you can just fundamentally see. And what I try to do on this channel, guys, is to not give you opinion. I'm trying to show you things that you can go and make your own opinions on, rather than just telling you why something's good, okay? Ultimately, businesses try to make money. If you're just trying to start a business, your goal is to make money. If your investors are investing in you and your business doesn't really do anything or make any money, even if it's a fantastic idea, well, a flying car is a fantastic idea, but if I haven't got a flying car to sell, then I'm not going to make any money. And that's what a lot of these crypto projects are. Flying car companies which have brilliant dreams and ideas, but maybe not actually able to utilize their dreams. The problem we can see with Rollbit, though, at the moment, is that it's not on any centralized exchanges. And I was like, I'm not really sure why that is. I thought maybe because it's in gambling and there's certain rules and regulations about this, but there's a much smaller gambling token called Blockchain Bets, which is available, I believe, on MEXC. So there's a potential that Rollbit gets listed on MEXC or a big exchange at some point, which would be very valuable. And I think that would drive up the price of Rollbit significantly. You can see Blockchain Bets, the volume is horrible. This is why I'm not really focusing so much on this. And, it's more about the revenue. Okay, so the fundamental. Don't just focus on market cap. Focus on fundamentals like money that's actually coming through the door. And if we zoom out again, you can see Rollbit had a very strong year last year when Bitcoin was looking pretty strong and then had like a sustained long bit of cool off. Okay, right now it's looking pretty good. Obviously, entries down here would have been fantastic, but still looking pretty reasonable. And guys, I'm not telling you right now to go and buy these coins, okay? But go and look at the coins that you're holding in your portfolio. Understand if they're not meme coins, okay? This is for non-meme coins, like utility coins, whether or not people are actually using those tokens for something, okay? Whether those projects that have those tokens are actually making any money. And that will help you to identify winners in this bull market. Because the next time, for example, Aether releases a note saying, oh, we've just made X amount in terms of revenue, then it's going to be really bullish for the token price. The next time Rollbit announces revenue, turnover, growth, or whatever like that, it's going to be very bullish for the token during the bull market, and you will see attention getting diverted towards these tokens with strong fundamentals. Smart money will invest into fundamentally strong tokens, and that will see growth over this bull market. Meme coins are far more difficult because they're driven by hype and attention and excitement, which can come and go at any time, and that makes them far more challenging. Obviously, they can give you massive rewards, but they can also come with them huge risks. Finding fundamentally strong tokens right now that are proving that they are fundamentally strong by showing data and numbers makes it very much easier for you to find winners throughout the bull market. Now, this is Moemate, a project that I'm currently an advisor for. Now, I know that Aether is providing compute power to Moemate. Moemate is a suite of different AI agents where you can go and create your own AI agent to be able to interact with. Now, what's most exciting about Moemate right now is it doesn't actually have a crypto token, but it's soon going to be launching one. And Moemate has 4 million active users month on month. 4 million. That's far more users than pretty much any crypto project that's out there right now. Now, as you can see, you can go down below and you can select any type of different character or go and create your own character, and you can interact with that character. There's basically an AI version of that person. So for example, if you wanted like a famous gym training partner, you could have someone who's basically going to teach you how to use the gym and stuff like that. Or you could have like a nutrition coach, or you could have like a maths tutor for your kid, or whatever it might be, to interact with your AI. You could create all sorts of different famous people, or just like different characters, anime characters, etc. This is already huge across Asia, and I anticipate it growing wider overseas as well. Not only that, but AI agents are expected to be one of the biggest growth areas in crypto. If you missed the Twitter space that we ran yesterday with both Aethir and Moemate, then you'll understand that the AI agents could be actually changing the game for crypto during this bull market. Not only that, but AI agents are going to be starting to utilize in different video games and improve the overall performance of video games, which is a very exciting move forward. But it's the active users that has me really interested in what's going on with Moemate, because our current projections for active users are moving into the billions after just a few years. Now, since Moemate is yet to launch a token that will be launching later on in this year, there's currently an investment round going on. Now, Moemate are currently raising VC rounds that you can participate in through SwissBorg. If you go down below, then you can access SwissBorg, and you can access various different pre-sales that are a fraction of the launch price. Now, SwissBorg continuously launches new projects, and if you join through my link down below, you'll be able to access all of the different projects that go through my vault over there, and you can be able to enter into early release projects and gain the same benefits as VCs, where you will be able to buy in at significantly smaller valuations than they're going live at, which could be very lucrative during the bull market. Now, obviously, if you want to go and find out more about this project, then go and check out Moemate AI, which is over on Twitter. You can check out their website and go and look at all the different things, followed by a lot of key names in crypto, and you can see that there's a lot of growth going on right now. Okay, now let's move on and find a tool that is really useful in evaluating different projects and fundamentals. Now guys, this is DeFiLlama.com, and if you're not using this regularly in crypto, then you really need to, okay, because it's going to show you so many different things. I've just pulled up a coin, ICP, and we'll pull up some different ones in a moment to take a look at. The cool thing about DeFi Llama is it shows you a lot of information. Remember, when we're talking about ecosystems like ICP, like Solana, like whatever you want to talk about, you want to focus on a few different things. In with like AI and stuff like that, you want to focus on projects that are actually making revenue and money. Obviously, layer ones, it's important that you see them making revenue and money, but ultimately you want to see them growing their ecosystems. So for ICP, for example, you can see the volume, this green area is starting to pick up. If you go and look at the green growth, you will see that this fits in quite nicely with when we saw big surges in the price of ICP. You can also see something very interesting if you click on core developers. The core developers, number of developers working on the ICP or internet computer, has been growing and stays very strong as well. This makes ICP a very interesting project from that point of view. And again, guys, this isn't about me having favorites or not liking anything, okay? I don't really care. Okay, I don't have emotional involvement. These are digital bits of code. I don't give a... Okay, I'm literally looking at the data, okay? I'm not like smart enough to be able to figure out meme coins and what's going on, okay? I'm looking at the data, and the data is showing me the information. This is Tron, okay? Lots of people are like, oh, this is a bullshit, like layer one, you know, can't be trusted. Who cares, okay? Let's look at what's been going on at Tron. This is transactions on Tron. You see this green area here, which is going absolutely bonkers since when? July. Going absolutely crazy. And it's this massive growth in transactions that has caused the Tron price to do this. So where most of crypto has been going down, Tron is kind of quietly in the background, just been creeping up and up and up as people have been using it. And you're like, well, who uses it? I use it on a day-to-day basis to send USDT transactions on TRX. And now suddenly they've just launched Sunpump, and this Sunpump meme coin platform has caused massive surge in growth as well. Okay, so this is a no-brainer in terms of where we're seeing a relationship between the fundamentals and the actual performance of a token. So when people are like, oh, well, this is going to be the next Bitcoin and this is going to be the next whatever. Yeah, maybe it will, but prove it to me and go and find the information and prove it to me. This is the easiest way. DeFi Llama is a great place to look, and there are others you can go and look at. DeFi Llama's free, so I like to use it. That are going to show you kind of like what's going on chain. Again, if you want to know why Solana's been performing quite well over the last year or so, well, look, let's go and look at things like the revenue. The revenue has been surging, kind of going a bit weaker recently as it's all been moving over to TRX. You can see the number of transactions has also been very exciting. So Solana showing its strength there. And Avalanche as well. You can see Avalanche had a really strong kind of period of time early on in this year, and then it started to die off a bit. It will potentially come back. But if you're looking for sort of coins to do well in ecosystems, then pay attention to DeFi Llama, because a lot of the kind of information about whether or not the prices will start moving are shown here first. once you can identify the volume starting to pick up, the number of developers working on these chains, then there's a good chance you'll start to see growth on those ecosystems, and then you can see growth in your portfolio by positioning yourself correctly to buy the right tokens in the right places before it happens. So the thing I really want you to understand through this video is that there is a very big difference between two things. One, what is actually happening right now and what is promised to happen in the future. When people are like, you should check out this coin because it is so much faster and better than like Solana, or you should go and check out Cardano because Cardano is doing this and that. Now there's other things to pay attention to as well. You can just use all this. Effectively, it's all common sense. If we think about real world assets, for example, and DeFi, what powers DeFi? Well, people investing in projects and holding and staking and all that stuff. Well, if you go to DeFi Llama, look at Ondo Finance, for example, real-world assets, you can see the total value locked has just been going up and up and up. And then if you go across to the Ondo price, you can see that, yeah, it did quite well, and then it had a big pullback. And eventually, it starts to do well once Bitcoin pushes once more. Ondo fundamentally is a strong coin, okay? This isn't an opinion. This is it, okay? I'm showing you here. So what I'm trying to get you out of your head right now is opinions. Because everyone's going to give you an opinion, and someone can sell you a good opinion, okay? But ultimately, if you've got like the stats and statistics and all that stuff, then you can make your own opinions. That's what I want you to do. By understanding how to make your own opinions, it makes it much easier, okay? So use your common sense. Understand that there is a very big difference between coins with a lot of promise and coins that are actually delivering, okay? I can make you a big, bold promise on what I'm going to do this year and whatever, but unless I actually go and deliver it, it's not worth shit, okay? So fundamentally, go and look at some of the data. Real-world assets are quite easy to track because you can check out the TVLs. So looking at real-world assets, look at the TVLs. Go and look at profit reports for different deep-in projects and different AI projects. If you want to go and look at like layer ones, then you want to go and look at for developers, a number of transactions that are happening on chain and the volume of transactions. All of these things together are going to help you to paint a very vivid picture. There are obviously coins that will outperform their kind of fundamentals, but they're much more difficult to find. Meme coins obviously are a proof of this. They massively outperform the market when they do well, but they obviously can come down really fast as well. Finding good fundamental coins can be pretty straightforward, okay? Understand all these different bits and pieces I'm teaching you, and it'll allow you to become a bit of an alpha moving through this crypto bull market rather than just listening to what you're told. And I know people will down below will be like, oh, he's got an agenda, whatever. I'm not. My agenda is to try and help you to get better at this, because the better you become at this and the more you trust me, the bigger my channel gets, and ultimately the happier I become. So if it's not clear enough to you by this point, make sure you are subscribed. I will teach you to fish throughout this bull market rather than just force feed you the fish that I want you to eat, which will eventually get you wrecked, like many other channels are doing out there right now. Now guys, if you want to pick up any of the coins that I talked about, with the exception of Rollbit, which I just said is not on a centralized exchange, then make sure you go down below and sign up for Bitunix. Why? Well, because Bitunix, partner with the channel, will be able to give you a big bonus for signing up, but not only that, we'll also offer the potential to win airdrops for different tokens that you are buying and different tokens that are featured on the channel. Also, it's an exchange that you can access from anywhere in the world without having to complete a KYC or know your customer, which is an extremely handy thing. Typically, they list all the coins that I ask them to list. Therefore, if you want them to list any coin specifically that you want to go and trade over on Bitunix without a KYC, then leave the name of the coin down below in the description. Also, feel free to let me know any coins that fundamentally are really strong this bull market. Remember, not just hype and excitement. Tell me coins with strong fundamentals, and there's a good chance we feature them in future videos. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow in another video. Bye-bye.